What if there was a quick and easy way to build good habits and break bad ones? Well, this book, Atomic Habits by James Clear, that has been on the bestseller list for the past 5 years, wants to teach you exactly how to do that. My name is Naima B. Robert, award-winning author and book coach to Muslims who want to write a book to build a legacy. Every week, I take a bestseller and I break down what it does, how it does it, and why you should do the same. And today we're going to be looking at Atomic Habits by James Clear. As he promises, tiny changes, remarkable results. So let's dive into this international bestseller. I'd love to hear your personal experience with this book. I have read the book, and as someone who has struggled for years with consistency, with discipline, this idea of small habits, getting 1% better every day, really appealed to me. And reading the book, the way James Clear makes it so simple and breaks it down in such a methodical way, it really does give you that confidence that I can change. Even if I have let myself down in the past, I can make small changes that will make a big difference. So, powerful book, obviously read by millions. So let's look at what he does in this book from an author's perspective. So first thing is he gets into his personal story. All right. And what I like about the way he wrote this is that he jumps right into it. Okay. There is no preamble. Listen to this opening line. On the final day of my sophomore year of high school, I was hit in the face with a baseball bat. And he goes on to describe how it happened, what happened afterwards, and it grabs you right from that first line. Obviously, James Clear is a skilled writer who has put in the long yards to be able to write with such clarity and precision, and it comes through in this book. So what does he do? He gets right into the personal story. He has a wonderful structure for his introduction. It's the structure that it's kind of my go-to when it comes to advising clients on how to structure their introduction, because he does the personal story. Then he talks about how that story is linked to the topic of the book. So how he learned about habits. Then he goes into how and why he wrote the book. Then he talks about how the reader will benefit from this book. A very subtle thing that I notice in his introduction is that he lays the foundations for his authority, both personally, because he has done the work and he has seen the results, but professionally as well, because he mentions how his habits led him to develop his newsletter. It's a massive newsletter, which, has, his website has millions of hits. He's been invited to speak. And now, of course, he's writing this book. So very subtle nod to his authority there. I noticed that there are no links or of any kind in the beginning of the book. There, he seeds the idea of his newsletter because he tells us about the newsletter, but he doesn't invite us to subscribe to anything. Okay, so that is his way of bringing us into the world. Now, if you've been watching these videos, you know what comes next. It's time to lay down some principles, okay? And he calls it, in this part of the book, the fundamentals. What that means is, these are the things that the reader needs to know and to understand in order to be able to benefit from the rest of what he's sharing. So he does that, breaks down the fundamentals of habits and how they're formed, etc. Then he goes into 4 laws. I love it. I love the way this book is, as I said, so atomic in the sense that it's just small, bite-sized, but powerful. So he's got first law, make it obvious. Second law, make it attractive. Third law, make it easy. Fourth law, make it satisfying. And throughout the book, you see the use of diagrams to simplify the information. Again, you can tell that he's used to teaching this information because the way the diagrams work is they are a fantastic complement to the text. Really easy to remember. He's broken it down and distilled it so that he has, wonderful things like the framework of cue, craving, response, reward. And there's a wonderful diagram that represents that. And then he gives examples of what that looks like in real life. So really breaking it down, making it granular, making it easy to understand. Love the use of diagrams in this book, the tables. Also the amount of research, because every chapter starts with a story, but it's not a personal story. It's not a client story. It's a story about something that happened in history. It could be in scientific history, in sports history, but you can tell that he either reads a lot or he did a lot of research for this book, because it's wonderful to see how he's able to tell a story of something that happened, you know, in for example, with the British bicycle team, and how that practice of building habits managed to transform their fortunes. Not something most of us know, not something most of us would think about, but he brings it to the fore at the very beginning of the book. Another thing I love in this book is the 1% better every day. Again, a really simple idea that is memorable and inshallah doable, right? That's what we want to see. I have to say, the other tip that I really enjoyed was the habit stacking. You'll have to read the book to understand what the habit stacking is, but like I said, it's just chock full of easy to understand, easy to implement, bite-sized pieces of advice. So successful, yes, very much so. Sold millions of copies. Interestingly enough, right after he's shared the laws, he issues an invitation to join his newsletter. And if you remember, I mentioned that he seeded the newsletter right in the introduction, but he didn't give any links or tell us to do anything with it. But by this time, we are primed. Not only do we know about this newsletter from before, but we have followed him on this journey for the past few hours. We have come to connect with him, we've come to trust him, we've come to enjoy his writing. And so when he invites us to sign up for his newsletter to get more of that writing, it's a yes, thank you very much. Interesting. Next few pages introduce other applications of the habits framework. So he applies it to business, and he invites those who are interested from the business community to follow a different link, and those who are applying it to parenting, a different link. This reminds me of when we broke down the 5 love languages, and we looked at how Gary Chapman was able to take that 5 love languages framework and build out a whole suite of applications. Reminds me also of Stephen Covey's, 7 habits, right? 7 habits of highly effective X. Again, a variety of applications. There's highly effective people, there's highly effective teens that his son did, there's highly effective families. So what does this mean for you? Think about your process. Think about your principles. Can they be applied to other areas, to other niches, to other markets? Would that be of benefit to you and your brand? Would that be of benefit to your company? This series is about me sharing books that I've enjoyed, sharing books that I've benefited from, and also sharing sort of under the hood or behind the cover look at how a book is constructed, because I want you to see that it's doable. I want you to see that there are certain pillars to writing a book, that there are certain sort of widgets almost that you can plug in to writing a book that will cement your authority, that will pass on your message, that will distill the knowledge and expertise that you have and make it palatable, make it digestible for your contemporaries and for future generations. Because ultimately that is why I do what I do. I believe that every one of us has a story, a message, or expertise. And if you are out in the world right now and you are making a difference, we want to know about it. We want you to capture that and make it available for future generations and for people who may not know you right now, who may never meet you. That is the beauty of writing a book that cements your legacy. And we pray becomes part of our sadaqah jariyah. So if that sounds like your jam, please do get in touch via the link in the description. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with somebody else who might find it useful. I will see you on the next one. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.